my channel. So if you're a long-time viewer, then you know that this background means that I am back home in Puerto Rico just in time for Hurricane Irma. Horrendous weather aside, today I am very excited to finally be bringing you my top 5 cushion foundations for oily skin. I've been promising this video for a while now, so I am very excited to finally be able to sit down and do this for you guys. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so before I start listing off any cushions, let me go ahead and say that for the most part, I have dedicated either a separate review or first impression to these cushions, so I will have a little playlist linked up here. Just click on the I for reference. There are only 2 cushions that I will mention in this video that I do not have a review for. If you do want me to do a separate or dedicated, more detailed review for these cushions, then go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below, because I will gladly do that for you. Alright, so I want to go ahead and start off with the mattest cushions I own in my collection, meaning that these are the cushions with the mattest finish. So first up, I have the Chico Matte Fix cushion. I remember that this was one of the very first cushions that literally blew me away in terms of coverage, how it looked and felt on the skin, and in terms of longevity. I actually did a first impression for this cushion right here in this very room, so it withstood the test of humidity here in Puerto Rico. It is sweat proof, and like I said, it's just very long wearing. This is actually my second repurchase of this cushion, so it's very good stuff. I really enjoy this cushion. It does have a light to medium coverage and a truly matte finish. So for the most part, people with combo and dry skin could get away with wearing most of these cushions. However, this is not one of them. I just don't feel comfortable recommending this cushion for people with dry skin because it does cling on to dry patches, and since it controls excess sebum, it does dry out throughout the day. So yeah. It also comes in 2 shades, number 21 and 23. I wear shade number 23, and it doesn't oxidize, so there you have that. So the other matte cushion I have in my collection is actually from ETUDE House, and it is the Real Powder Cushion. Now, I heard incredibly mixed reviews about this cushion, especially when it first came out, which is why I put off purchasing it for so long. I didn't purchase this until I went to Korea and into an ETUDE House store. And I don't know why people or some people dislike this so much, because I really enjoy this cushion. It does have, once again, a light to medium coverage and a truly matte finish, but different from the Chico one. This one is a little bit more moisturizing and a little bit more hydrating on the skin. It doesn't cling on to any of my dry patches, but it does dry out throughout the day because it does control excess sebum. So I could say maybe people with combo skin could definitely give this a try. Maybe people with dry skin during the summer could get away with wearing this. Once again, if you have a little bit more insight, let me know down below. I'm speaking only through my very oily personal experience. But this is a really good cushion. It's not as long wearing as the Chico one, but I really like having this as an option in my collection. I wear mine in the shade Honey Beige. ETUDE House does make a couple of more shades. They're all within the light family, but you do have a little bit more options there, so yeah. Next, I want to talk about a more recent discovery. I very recently did a first impression on this product, and it is the Laneige Pore Blur Cushion. Now, I did have a couple of issues during my first impression with this cushion, so let's get those out of the way first. First off, this cushion has an incredibly sheer coverage. It is for the person who is maybe not looking to conceal anything but just even out your skin tone, because this has barely to no coverage. It is incredibly sheer. Second, worth mentioning is that this also has an incredibly strong fragrance, like most Laneige products do. If you're looking into purchasing any Laneige products and you're sensitive to odors, have in mind that it's probably going to have a strong fragrance, including their concealers. Even their concealers have this kind of strong floral scent that kind of lingers, so it's just worth mentioning. And then third, and maybe the biggest issue I had with this cushion, is that even though it has the words Pore Blur in the name, it doesn't necessarily do that. You can achieve that flawless look with the help of a primer. It's not going to sink into your pores or fine lines in any odd way, but the cushion on its own is not going to blur anything out. So those were the biggest issues I had with the cushion. I'm mentioning it to you in this list because it controls excess sebum incredibly well. It was actually kind of astonishing to me how long I was able to go without blotting. It really held up incredibly well, and even here in this weather, we are actually on hurricane watch, so it is very rainy, it is very humid outside. This cushion still holds up even in this terrible weather. So I kind of want to mention, but I don't really want to recommend it because it does come with a hefty price and it does have all of these issues. But if you're looking for something to have as a base that's going to mattify your skin and you're willing to splurge a little bit, you have this option out there. So that's why I thought it was worth a mention. So yeah. So the fourth cushion I want to talk about is another one that during my first impression I had some issues and reservations about, but I actually ended up loving this cushion, so much so that I've repurchased it 3 times, and I'm talking about the ESTEE Lauder Double Wear BB cushion. Now the biggest issue that I have with this cushion to this day is that it doesn't layer well, like not whatsoever. The plus side is that it does have a fairly decent coverage, so it has a light to medium coverage. I consider that to be decent because it's my preferred coverage. I find that one layer of this cushion and going in on any dark spots with a bit of concealer does the trick for me, but that is just my very personal preference. And now my dog is barking at something. As I was saying, it's just a personal preference. I just haven't been able to find like the perfect combo. The best pairing I've found is actually with the J1 Jelly Pack. It allows me to kind of build it, especially on my T-zone, but I know that that is an incredibly expensive primer. The best thing about this cushion, to be honest, is how long wearing it is. I find that it's incredibly reliable in terms of controlling excess sebum. It's the one that I used to film in. It's the one that I wore during KCON when I had to wear my makeup for like 12 plus hours. I just find this to be incredibly reliable in terms of longevity and controlling excess sebum. It does have a semi-matte, very natural looking finish, so even though that's kind of like a major issue that I personally have, I still consider this to be a worth it cushion. So yeah. It totally seems like I'm being a little bit shady and maybe like bashing these cushions. I'm not. I'm mentioning them because I love them, but I have to recognize that some of them do have like these issues that I can't ignore and I can't not tell you about. Like I want to be like 100% honest with you guys, so I hope you're not taking it the wrong way, like, why is she talking about all of these negative things? Like, I don't want it to take you by surprise if you do decide to purchase them. Like, I don't know, I hope you guys understand. I just feel like I'm being like almost negative, but I'm not. And she's barking again. And my last pick for this list might actually be my favorite. If you could only purchase one product from this list, it should be this one, and it is the MMAGIC cushion. Now, I don't have a full dedicated review to this cushion, but I have mentioned it in my top 10K beauty products for beginners. I'll have that linked up here if you're interested in watching that. But this is an amazing cushion. Funny story, this is actually the cushion, or the first cushion I dared go powderless with. I've actually gone powderless with all of these cushions and they work out fairly well, especially the Chica, Chico, and the ETUDE House Real Powder because they have a matte finish. But this one looks very nice without any powder, and it holds up incredibly well. It has a nice light to medium coverage, semi-matte finish, and it controls excess sebum incredibly well. It also doesn't cling on to any dry patches, and it doesn't dry out throughout the day. So I think that this is a nice cushion, like, all across the board for oily, combo, and dry skin. Correct me if I am wrong. If you have combo and dry skin and you do not like this cushion, sound off down below, let me know that I'm wrong. But I kind of feel very safe recommending this cushion to everybody. It's just an incredibly amazing cushion and I absolutely love it. Okay, so if you are one of my beautiful and lovely subscribers, you're probably wondering, why hasn't she mentioned the TROIAREUKE cushions? And yes, the TROIAREUKE Soul Aesthetic and A+ cushions are like my all-time favorite cushions because they do wonders for your skin and they look beautiful on your skin. However, as much as I love those cushions, I have to acknowledge and recognize that these 5 cushions actually last a little bit longer. The A+ cushion is actually formulated not only for acne prone but also oily skin, so it does control excess sebum, just not to the extent that these cushions do. I do, however, prefer to use this on a daily basis than any of these other cushions because it is so good for your skin, but that is the reason why I'm not including it in my top 5, but I'm kind of sneaking it into like the #1 spot there because I can't go without mentioning the TROIAREUKE cushions. They are amazing. If you have seen my comparison or video of all 3 of the cushions, you would know that I kind of hold the A+ cushion and the Soul Aesthetic cushion tied in first place because they look very similar on the skin and they feel very similar on the skin, but they have totally different functions and properties and they have totally different ingredients. The Soul Aesthetic cushion has a whole bunch of peptides, so it's better for anti-aging functions, and in my very personal opinion, it adheres better to the skin. But the A+ cushion is actually formulated not only for acne prone skin but also oily skin, and in a very, very critical way, it also controls excess sebum a little bit better. So for the purposes of this video, that is why I am mentioning the A+ cushion specifically. But just know that I find that the TROIAREUKE Soul Aesthetic cushion and the A+ cushion are both equally fabulous. So there you go. That's my little plug-in for TROIAREUKE products. I can't seem to resist doing that. I just absolutely love what this company has done for my skin. They are amazing products. If you are interested in winning an A+ cushion for yourself, plus the UV Protector Essence, plus the Pore Control Mask, and or the Twice official light stick if you are a once, then you should go ahead and check out my previous video, which was another cushion review, because I am hosting a giveaway until September 16th where I am giving away those prizes. So go ahead and check out that video, that description box, to find out how you could enter. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and found it somewhat helpful. Let me know down below what are some of your favorite cushion foundations if you have dry, combination, or oily skin. I would love to know and hear your thoughts and recommendations. You guys just know I love chatting with you. Like always, all of my links will be down below so that we can stay connected. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so that you're notified every time I put out a new video. And if you want to receive immediate notification of when I upload, then go ahead and click on the bell icon down below. I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for stopping by, and until next time.